Could you be sending your kids off to school with mold or dangerous bacteria? A recent study found 1 in 5 lunchboxes contain staph, which is a bacteria. Many fabric lunchboxes are breeding grounds for mold. The fungus is among us. But it's not just the kids that are guilty of carrying around these germs. I want you to look at this. Parents, you would never let your kids eat off plates that look like this. But little did you know, that's exactly what they're doing, because you won't believe what's hiding in their favorite lunchbox. Researchers found most lunchboxes tested positive with mold, yeast, and E. coli, which can cause health problems like asthma and eczema. Alarmed and grossed out, we decided to put it to the test. We went to employees' desks and snatched their lunchboxes. Then we swabbed each one and had the samples sent to the lab. The results are in for our staffers, and you just might be stunned with what we found. All right, so we don't do these swabs as much anymore because we've been trying to teach people that most bacteria are actually friendly and fine.
Bacteria everywhere.
Everywhere.
But we did send our swabs to ABC Labs, and here's what we found in our staff members' lunchboxes. Dun, dun, dun.
The Lunchbox investigations. You are there.
True or false, Dr. Ordon?
Yes, sir.
Almost all of them had the fungus among us. In other words, almost all of them had a mold-like fungus. True or false?
Well, what is...
I'm asking you. I'm not asking you to cheat. I'm asking you. Yes, almost all of them.
Yes.
Almost all of them. So I mean, look, mold is ubiquitous in the environment, but you don't want this mold growing in your lunch box. You just don't. Now, the other things we saw, E. coli, which for the most part, E. coli can be benign, but it's also E. coli, we associate that with
poop.
Doo-doo, poop. A number of other Acinetobacter, staph. We saw Pseudomonas species in some of these, and so some of these bacteria could potentially be a nidus for a more serious infection. The takeaway is these fabric lunchboxes in particular were the ones that were the biggest problem.
Yeah.
You wash your clothes all the time, but how often have you washed your fabric lunch
Back in my day, we had the little metal boxes.
Did they really?
Like Roy Rogers on the top. And it was with Dale Evans.
Drew, for the record, you're not that old, because I had the Star Wars ones.
Okay.
It was fun.
But you know, people might wonder where the bacteria come from. Like you said, a lot of times kids will touch things, but it's also the fruits and veggies you put into their lunch boxes, processed meats. So all of that stuff can get on the edge of the lunch box, and it just grows.
Well, and that's a really good example.
And their friends
of when you talk about
they're sharing stuff, and are all the kids washing their hands?
No.
But so overall, don't worry about. Look, bacteria's everywhere.
Yeah.
But you use the example of meat. If you've got lunch in your meat in your lunchbox, for instance, there can be bacteria in there that over time, if it's growing and multiplying, you could end up with something like food poisoning. So just be aware.